The supermarket was unusually quiet that evening. The fluorescent lights buzzed softly overhead as people hurried through aisles, eager to escape the drizzle outside. Among them was Daniel, a young man in his mid-20s, dressed in a worn hoodie and carrying a small basket of instant noodles and bread. Life had not been kind lately. Rent was overdue, his job paid little, and every day felt like survival. Still, Daniel had something many didn't, a heart that noticed others. As he approached the checkout counter, he heard a shaky voice behind him. I think I'll return the biscuits," an old man murmured. "I don't have enough." Daniel turned. The elderly man, perhaps in his 70s, stood hunched over the counter. His coat was thin, his hands trembling as he counted coins with slow, careful movements. On the counter lay a small carton of milk, bread, a tin of soup, and a packet of biscuits. The cashier sighed impatiently. "Sir, you're short by $10." The old man's face flushed with embarrassment. He opened his worn wallet again, though both he and the cashier knew it was empty of anything useful. A long line formed behind him. Some customers rolled their eyes. Others looked away, pretending not to notice. Daniel stepped forward. "Please don't return anything," he said gently. "I'll cover it." The old man turned, startled. "Young man, no, I can't ask that of you." Daniel smiled. "I didn't ask. I'm offering." Before the old man could protest further, Daniel placed his basket on the counter and paid for both his items and the old man's groceries. The cashier, suddenly cheerful, packed the bags quickly. Outside, rain misted the evening air. Daniel handed the old man his grocery bag. "Here you go, sir." Tears welled in the old man's eyes. "Thank you," he whispered. "You have no idea what this means to me." Daniel waved it off lightly. "It's just groceries. Please get home safely." He turned to leave, thinking the moment had ended there. But after a few steps, he heard footsteps behind him. "Wait!" the old man called out. Daniel turned. The old man was walking toward him with surprising urgency. "There's something I need to give you," the old man said. Daniel looked confused. "Sir, I didn't help you to get anything in return." The old man smiled warmly. "Sometimes kindness is answered whether you expect it or not. Come with me." Curious, Daniel followed him across the wet parking lot. They stopped beside a gleaming, brand-new car, its surface reflecting the supermarket lights. Daniel blinked. "Sir, is this yours?" The old man nodded and reached into his pocket, pulling out a set of keys. He placed them in Daniel's palm. "This car belongs to you now." Daniel stared at the keys, stunned. No, I can't take this. This is far too much." The old man chuckled softly. "I know exactly how you feel. Years ago, when I was a struggling young man, a stranger helped me when I couldn't even afford food. That single act of kindness changed my life. I worked hard, built a business, and promised myself that one day I would pass that kindness forward." He paused, eyes shining. "Today, I came to this store with only one purpose, to find someone whose heart still sees people, not just problems. You were that person." Daniel's throat tightened. "But you needed help too." The old man shook his head. The groceries were never the problem. The test was whether someone would care enough to act. You passed it. Daniel felt overwhelmed. His life's worries, his long walks to work, the late nights, the constant struggle, flashed through his mind. A car would change everything. But more than that, this moment changed something deeper inside him. Slowly, he bowed his head. "Thank you," Daniel said. "I promise I will pass this kindness forward too." The old man placed a hand on his shoulder. "That is all I ask." They parted under the soft rain, one carrying groceries, the other holding car keys and a heart full of purpose. That night,
As Daniel drove home in disbelief, he realized something profound. Kindness is never lost. It travels from heart to heart, generation to generation. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness opens doors you never imagined existed. And somewhere in another part of the city, an old man smiled, knowing the chain of kindness would continue. A small act of kindness may seem insignificant, but it can transform lives in ways you never expect. Help others without expecting rewards, because goodness has a way of returning when you need it most.